Now, a missionary is someone with, a lot of times when we talk about missionaries, they're people who go that God has sent, and the church has said, yes, we know that God has sent you, and we're going to help you and send you to a place. Sometimes it's really far away. Sometimes it's not really that far away. Maybe it's just a place that not a lot of people like to go. And we send them there and we support them. Some help build churches. Some help build hospitals. Some help teach people how to read and write. I can tell you, their small church, which now is closed, what was the name of that church? Trinity Lutheran in Northeast Columbia, which is now, talking about giving radically, which is now one of our only Hispanic mission congregations in our synod. This church and these folks, they bear the cross. They were welcoming to people they didn't even know.
I came home and I told him that Debbie was in today, and she thinks I'm going to Kenya to do a dental mission trip. And Vic says, hey, I think that would be a great opportunity. I'm like, say what? Well, he knew Debbie. He played tennis with her, and he thought, well, she has her act together. It can't be really all that. The job was to open a medical clinic. It was state of the art. These people had spent 30 years building it, brick by brick. But it had no electricity or running water. And so it thought it was best that I sit outside under the tree, because when people rinsed, they had to spit. So I set up my dental clinic under the tree, and I would like to share with you what's happening in Tanzania, because now I lead the trips to Tanzania. And this is just our covenant, is to recognize each other as sisters and brothers joined under the redeeming cross of Christ. Strengthened and upheld by the grace of God, we will journey together and to seek, know, love, and serve Jesus Christ and one another. That's our tiny little area that South Carolina is responsible for. It is by far the smallest, but it's the most difficult to get to. And leaving from here in South Carolina to the time I get to the southwestern diocese is 4 days. Okay. From the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain, it's 11 miles, and it takes a minimum of 2.5 hours in a 4-wheel drive. These are the roads that we travel on. Okay, and we're in the car. You can imagine these people traveling down this road by foot or by bike. And here they are. These are rural peasants who merely live off the land, and they give thanks to God every day for the sun and the rain and the crops that they get. While we're there, every village that we go to, we have a great welcoming, and the people come out. The first time that I went there, in 2003, the day that dawned us, when we drove up in our vans and we got out, some lady asked Bishop Aguilo a question, and everybody made a comment, and everybody started to laugh. And I said, what did she say? And she said, Americans look like Europeans. There had never been an American there before. Can you imagine that? But then the bishop said, someone passed through about 20 years before but didn't stop. If you find this place on your own, you're really great. Our most critical social need is water. We've been working on the water pipe project for many years, and this past, in 2006, we laid 2 lines that gave 2 villages water for the first time. But this past summer, we had a crisis where 2 of our riverbeds dried up, and we had 10,000 people without water. And so I pleaded to the aid of South Carolina people, and we raised $19,000 to send the money there. They got the pipes, and they did the digging, and now those 2 areas are now celebrating water again. It happened in 2 months, and I think that's a miracle. And these are the school children. One of the projects that's with the Gift of Hope is school uniforms, because children cannot go to school there unless they have a uniform. And we have over 500 children without parents there because of the AIDS virus. One of our projects is small orphan homes. This is a home that you can build for $3,000. It's not state of the art. It doesn't have electricity or running water, bathrooms or kitchen, but it's just a place for children to stay with an older sibling or a grandmother to be out of the elements. We do a lot of medical work there. We do outreach clinic. We do dental guys up there is Phil West, who is an orthopedic surgeon. He's helped me do fluoride varnish. So we do a lot of medical work while we're there. We do Vacation Bible School. We started that 2 trips ago, so we've done 2. That is a lot of fun, and we bring balls and hula hoops and neat things for them to do. And we even introduce peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.